wanna be there for you until they're not there for you. Until they approach that line and their mind pollute conclusions of grandeur and fear assumes. No wonder we're broken and bruised, feeling consumed, despair and time is fucked up and used. Lord, will we ever know? Oh no, I think it might be time for you to go away. Oh no, I think it might be time for you to go away. I think it might be time for you to go. Was everyone like this?
Humans,
Mammals,
what are you doing tonight? This is the What Show.
the Hawco and Carnell Show, and
Done.
thank you for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in. Wednesday, 7 to 9. We're running fashionably late as usual.
Do you guys see this beautiful beast?
We have a special guest tonight, so we're going a little bit off kilter for a few minutes because there's someone here that needs to let you people know about a special individual that we have right now. And you need to learn how awesome and beautiful this animal is and how you can help him.
Go ahead and talk right into that mic, yeah?
This is Capone. He's a 6-month-old Mastiff mix. He came to us, he was surrendered by a 20-year-old kid who did not train him. So he's up to date in shots, he's neutered. He needs a house with a big yard because he likes to run.
He's going to be a big boy.
Yeah.
We
He's only
think
6 months old. He's a little awkward for his size. He's growing into it.
Yeah. Like
He
a lot
is.
of guys, right?
Yeah.
Hi, puppy.
If you want to give him his forever home, you can send an email to caredogvolunteers@gmail.com.
caredogvolunteers@gmail.com.
Correct.
Or for some
And
reason.
that's CARE, care dog.
Yes.
And
Okay.
if for some reason you didn't get that, and one of your friends watched this episode later on,
Yeah.
you can hit us up at our page, and we can
We can
immediately
redirect you. Yeah, absolutely.
Just upon meeting this dog, he's very vibrant.
Oh, he's
and
awesome.
He, as you can see, he's like, he has a lot of energy. He's got beautiful coloring. He's got beautiful coloring.
How about now?
He's got green
Can you
eyes,
hear me now?
and he's just a baby.
his eyes are
He's only
awesome.
6 months old. You know what I mean? So if any of you are animal lovers out there, like we are, how do you look at that face and sit there and not be able to say,
he
"I
needs
can
a
take
little
care of that dog"?
schooling,
Yeah.
you know.
He needs a lot of school.
Yeah,
A lot.
he's a bit rambunctious.
He's being crate trained. He's almost house trained. And
He's strong.
he's a strong boy.
It's a puppy. He just needs a little guidance. That's all.
And that's what happened. The person who owned him they didn't know how to train him, and like I said, they fell on some hard times, and he loved
It
him,
became too much.
but he's just too much for a 20-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Sometimes when you're 20 years old trying to find your own way,
You know, and a lot
shouldn't
of
be taking on other tasks.
it happens. Either you're 20, you think you got it, or your girlfriend gets you a dog, hooch. And
Yeah.
you know,
that
you think
happens.
you have it. You're like, yeah, and then you get halfway through and you
No.
realize that's a whole nother human to feed.
Yeah. And it's a cooler human.
I'm
than most
eating
than most
eating
humans.
McDonald's every day, and I've got to worry about, so
I'll give you
it
my
happens. It happens, people.
You
And
know?
this dog is awesome, and he could totally use a forever home.
He has
so
beautiful colors as well. Like I reference him to like a calico cat. Like he's got those very beautiful colors,
Absolutely.
green eyes. He's just a puppy.
Like the pictures and the camera that just doesn't do him justice. You have
No.
to meet him.
Yep. So if y'all want to adopt a dog, a pup, where you're not going to go through an agency
boy.
that's going to sit there and say, "Let's do a credit check. Let's do this." They will sit down with you and see if you're a viable candidate. But at the same time, what she's doing is she's trying to help people. You know what I mean? And sometimes when you're going out of your way to help people, you end up running into more obstacles. And
It
that's why we're
happens.
sitting here trying to help, because this dog is beautiful and
he
there's no
doesn't
reason
have
why-
a voice, so
Yeah, there's no reason why an animal like this shouldn't have a forever home.
And he's he's already been in 2 homes. So his next home, we want it to be his last.
We want
So
it to be his last, absolutely.
We do an adoption process. We don't just hand over the dog. We do reference checks. We do vet checks. We do home visits. We're here to help dogs, not to put them in bad situations.
Yeah, you don't want him to go back out just to come back in.
No. And you know as well as I do, dogs are way cooler than humans.
Yeah, they are.
They
I'll
are.
take a dog.
You know what I mean?
Any day of the week.
You know?
Any day of the week.
Always there to say hello when I come
Look
home.
at he's showing
Hi.
off his eyes next to mine. He's blowing me away.
But we do.
He's a handsome devil.
What else does the organization do?
We do. We actually have a fundraiser coming up. It's a walk. It's a 5K walk.
A
down in
5K
New
walk
Bedford.
in New Bedford?
Yep. I think it's April 7th.
Oh.
There'll be dogs there. There'll be vendors. It's a people and dog. So if
So-
you're a friendly dog,
Okay. Yeah.
you can bring your dog. If
Yeah.
it's dog friendly.
Don't bring a rotten dog.
No, not like my Elliot. Don't.
Poor
bring him.
Elliot.
Don't bring
Sir
that.
Elliot can be an asshole at times.
Yeah, he loves people.
But he's awesome.
Yeah, he's awesome. But
Just doesn't like other dogs
Hey.
he doesn't know, you know.
That's the Hawco way, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, Capone's met other dogs. He hasn't really lived with them, so he may be able to live with another dog. He's a puppy, so he's a little, we think, too interested in cats.
Oh,
So
like,
we
oh,
might
I wonder
wanna-
what that would taste like.
Yeah, we might want to.
So definitely looking for a cat-free.
Well, he might get used to cats, but we would do a slow introduction.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what it's all about, finding the right foster person, right? Yeah.
Right. I mean, right now he's with me,
And she's definitely the right, but
but
she's not.
I have my own 2 dogs and another foster.
This is where he just wanted to be.
He's such a baby.
Hey, he's a lap dog.
He thinks he's a lap dog.
I love it. Now y'all also you run a couple you run a golf tournament every year, correct?
Yes, we do. We run a golf tournament. We I think, when was that? That's usually in August. We do
Do you see photo over there?
we're always trying to raise money because we're nonprofit. So all our
You tall bugger.
everything we do is fundraising.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love dogs.
I think he's
he's-
a little excited.
Yeah.
right now.
Oh, he
So
definitely is. He
So-
definitely is.
This is
Go-
a lot for him.
Don't let his excitement not
Yeah.
want to make you give a phone call.
If anything,
Because I'm
that
telling
should
you,
make you want him more.
I have two dogs, and I'm going down the service dog path as well. But I have an older dog that's almost died twice, and we were just talking outside. I'm like, if my dog was passed away, I'd be like, give it to me.
Yeah.
He's just beautiful. You know what I mean? He's beautiful.
And having him around all these people is good because he was never socialized with dogs or people. So to see how friendly he is with the dogs and the people it just goes to show.
I'm just.
His head keeps hitting the table like.
he's just a blockhead. He can't help it.
handsome.
It's all good. So if you want to adopt this dog, hit us up, and you want to
Care
shout
dog.
Yep, shout that out again.
So the email is caredogvolunteers@gmail.com.
And that's caredogvolunteers@gmail.com.
And we do have a Facebook page. It's Care South Coast.
Care South Coast.
Yeah.
Okay.
All of our dogs are in fosters. Our shelters for the cats.
Okay.
So we do cats also.
Oh, okay.
Cool.
Did you know there's a American Rescue Dog show? You should put Max in it.
I just saw that.
I did
just
not know
saw
that.
I think it's new.
I
this
think
is
that's
the first
awesome.
year.
A show for rescue dogs.
It's
Wow.
it's a dog show, but it's for rescue dogs, and I think that's phenomenal.
It's a plus.
So,
All right. So
are you ready to get him out of here? Okay. Say good night.
gonna release the beast.
Thank you for coming on,
Thank you
Auntie
guys for
Karen.
having me.
Absolutely.
And Capone. Thank you for coming.
Yep.
We're gonna.
Hey, hold
let's-
on. Wendy, you just got to you
I
could
know.
have grabbed
Wendy,
this
there
dog,
was a
Mom.
6-month-old beast here that could have been
Jeez
yours.
Louise.
Oh, no. Yeah.
She's
no.
awesome. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He needs a big.
Oh, okay.
We think he's going to be 130 pounds.
Oh.
130. So keep that in mind,
Probably
people.
between
It's a
100 and
guesstimate.
130.
Yeah.
That may only sound like 30 pounds and not a lot, but when you're dealing with a 100-pound dog, it makes the
To
difference.
put into perspective, he's beautiful. His legs are doing this. Like he's trying to slide because he's still growing.
You ever see a horse when they're first born and they're like trying to walk and their legs are all over the place?
That's him.
Well,
But thanks for having me, guys.
No,
Absolutely,
thank you
anytime.
for coming. Thank you, Capone, for sitting on my lap. You
This
could-
is a lapdog.
You could just pop them off, Auntie.
He's crazy.
All right, everybody.
This is a lot.
What up, humans?
That was our first animal guest, huh? It was different. And
It's dog friendly.
we have our
Might as well
other
have
guy.
more.
He's actually hanging out over here.
Is he?
Yeah, he's here. Auntie knows him. Yeah, he's over here.
Thanks, guys.
What's up, Greg?
How we doing, bud?
I'm well.
It's good to see you.
Sean, Greg,
Hey.
Sean.
Nice to meet
How are you?
We used to call him Porto, but we can't do that anymore.
When you say we, you're talking about the rest of your family, right? Not myself.
Is he talking to us?
What's up here?
I'm not sure who that guy's talking to. Is he looking at us? Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Behind you. At your
I'm not looking behind me because I could care less.
at your 6.
Yep.
Anyway.
Did you not notice it's the mass professional networking?
Oh, I did. I
Just
did.
so you know, everybody's dressed in a suit and tie trying to get a date and they can't fucking land one.
So everybody, this is Greg. Greg Trugellis.
That's right.
I almost broke my neck earlier saying it, trying to walk at the same time.
It's actually an easy Greek name, you know?
It is.
Yeah, it's not too bad. There's
And it's funny.
There's only a few vowels, right? It's only like 2.
Souvlakis or something.
Hey, so you're a minimalist, you know?
That's it, yeah. It definitely cut off a few letters at Ellis
Over
Island,
this,
I'm
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I'm sure.
Like when the Irish drop the O over the ocean.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
You're no longer O'Sullivan, you're just Sully.
Yeah. I don't even know why we bring that up because we're both Scottish.
Hey, I don't know.
You know?
I don't know.
My name sounds Irish. Sean
You're
Patrick.
Irish.
Yeah.
Sean
Well, I'm
Patrick.
Scottish. I got the fucking papers.
Seamus.
You know? I'm not Greek.
So Greg.
I like Greek
so
salad.
pumped he came.
Yeah, man. We've been
So
trying to do
pumped.
this for a little
yeah.
bit, huh?
Since,
What have you been up to?
Since previous places.
I just came from teaching.
What is your name? What do you do?
What is my name and what do I do? Why do we have you here? Are you an interesting person?
Mm-hmm.
I just came from teaching. I've been teaching music all day. Since,
And do you want to say where? You don't have to, but you can.
I teach. I do private lessons. So like this morning, I had a retired guy, come to my house, did a lesson there, and then I teach out of a place in Scituate. It's like an after-school thing, and then so I'm there from
Right
about
near me.
3 to 8. Why? Where are you from?
Hanover.
Hanover. All right, yeah. So I
15 minutes on the road.
Yeah, I pass through there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Got a couple guitars.
yeah, and then on top of that, I'm playing in like 4 different bands and just trying to make it all work, man.
Which is what happened last week. How did Friday go for you?
Friday went well.
Yeah,
Friday
good.
went very well. Yeah, it was our debut show with Funk Station.
Funk Station?
Funk Station's the name
And
of the group.
where were you guys at
We were
Friday?
at Pete's Bar and Grill in Quincy.
Oh, right on.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Been there.
No,
So I always see you posting like where do I always see you at? Maggie's.
Maggie's, I'm going to be there on Friday.
Maggie's Lounge.
Nice.
Yeah, Friday
Yep.
with the Mud Skippers.
The Mud Skippers?
Yeah.
Dude, that is by
a-
far one of my favorite names ever.
It's a Ren and Stimpy reference, too.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
Muddy
yeah,
Mud
yeah.
Skipper?
Yeah, Muddy Mud Skipper.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm aware.
And then Saturday, Saturday, my trio is over at JP Ryan's in Abington.
Oh,
Your
Jesus.
trio.
The old hook and jab. I'm so
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
That's all you do when you go there is fucking hook and jab. That person's looking at me. No, they're not.
What do you mean trio? So, I mean, obviously it means you and 2 others,
Yeah,
but
so Greg,
Is it
Greg
the-
Tregellis trio.
that is
another thing.
awesome.
Yeah.
I did not know this was a thing.
Yeah, it's a fun little project. I'm playing with shout out to Chris Baroni on drums and Michelangelo on bass, and it's just us 3, and we rarely go out there with a set list, if ever.
You wing it.
You just go out there like right
Yeah.
before you go, like, what song?
We've
All
been-
right, let's go.
We've been gig sluts for forever, so we just learned a ton of songs, and and so
I did that with my father's best man speech. I fucking winged it. Everyone loved it.
Winging it's sometimes the way to go. Sometimes it can be a train wreck.
It
Yeah.
can be.
You know?
It
Well, I
is
mean, my brother
possible.
went before me, had this huge speech for 3.5 minutes. She's like, earth, the wind is in our the sand is in our back. I'm like, that's cool. I've known you guys forever. Love you. Fucking great. Blah, blah, blah. Everyone's like, yeah. I'm like, nobody needed to hear your 3.5 winded bullshit. Nobody wanted to hear it. Just wing it. I just threw myself in there.
You know, there is something to it. There is that element of danger too, right?
Of the possible train wreck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something terrible's gonna happen. But you know what happens when a train wreck happens? Nothing.
Nothing.
Everybody forgets about it.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
Depending on how bad of a train wreck.
Some people will be talking
Yeah.
about you, but at least
For a
behind
little
your
bit.
back.
Yeah.
But it's
At least behind your back.
you know what though?
Like if it's at a wedding, the next wedding, everyone's like, remember last wedding?
Like when I was looking at the things the other day, and I was like, oh, we got like 6 angry faces. You know what? I don't care that they're angry faces. You watched.
That's it. Yeah. Right. You still got
you're making fun of the fact that I puked on stage. You stayed.
Trying to figure out where those angry faces
You
are in a
paid-
2.5
don't-
hour conversation is impossible.
Yeah, don't let it
Yeah.
get to you. I'm like, yeah, whatever, cool. Viewer.
You can't please everybody.
No, and when
Right,
you try
we're
to,
not bacon.
That's when that's when you're beating your head
Some
against the
people
wall.
don't like bacon.
Who?
I don't know. Some people, not me.
Everyone in the Middle East. Just saying.
You know, it is a possibility.
What do you teach?
So I teach piano, guitar, bass, drums, and voice.
I was not lying to people in that promo earlier. He is quite
teach
musically
voice, huh?
inclined.
Yeah, voice. Well, I kind of stumbled upon it when the place I was teaching, Situate, was like, well, we don't have a voice teacher anymore. Well, could you do that? And I was like, yeah, I sing. I do harmonies. I can do this. And sure enough, yeah, it's worked out good. Yeah.
That's good.
You know, and I think a lot of it is like I've kind of come to the conclusion that I don't actually teach anybody anything. I just kind of show them things.
You're just sparking something that already opened, something that's already
They
there.
got to teach themselves.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. You can't. All you can do is show them here's the way to do it. But if they don't do it, they ain't gonna learn. And I guess that's where I try to get across to my students is the fact that it's like, hey, you're the one that's gonna teach you.
Right.
Know? And all I got on you is like they look at something that I do is like how the hell can I ever be able to do this? You know, that's incredible.
Like you should hear him on that thing over there. It's incredible. I'm not saying get up and play. I'm I can see what the student would be like.
But after
I
25
am so
years,
not getting that
after
in there.
25 years, I should be able to do that.
Absolutely.
Kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So
He's been doing it for a while.
My whole point is that it looks like it's going to be impossible, but it's like anything else. If you play today, you're going to be better than you were yesterday, and then tomorrow you'll be better than you were today. And it's just that simple.
You got to work at it.
That's it. I mean, it's like anything else in the world. Like the more you do something, the better at you're going to be, and that's it. And
Like I remember when I purchased a couple guitars a few years ago. I dabble here and there. I was working a lot, so I was like,
I know a guy who can teach you.
Playing, working, right? And then like stupidly, Guitar Hero comes out. You crush that, right?
Oh,
and then you go to
God.
the regular guitar. You're like, no, this is not comparable. You need to fucking practice at this.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I saw some people that were so good at Guitar Hero that it was like, if you spent that amount of time on the guitar, you'd be that good at the guitar.
I did like the Rocksmith tool
Yeah.
because it plugged into the regular. I did like
Yeah,
that.
how was that? That was cool.
So
It
it
was
plugs
very-
into a regular
Yeah,
guitar?
so
It
it's
hears-
like
it
Guitar
hears the
Hero,
notes.
but it's for your regular
Oh.
guitar. So there's games. So for example, like one game is called Shoot the Duck, and it's all about going up and down the fret. So you have ducks coming slowly on different frets, and it's
And that's
slow,
where you gotta-
And it gets to the point where you're like, and then it goes, okay, you're ready
That's
for the
pretty cool.
song, and then you play the song, and you're like, oh, I can hit the fucking notes.
Okay.
It's a very good training, hand-eye visual tool.
Yeah, no, I mean, I use there's plenty of apps out there too that it's like, especially nowadays, kids are already addicted to the thing anyway.
Right.
So if you can get them to get on there and do something that's going to make them better
Productive,
at
yeah.
it, it makes my job a lot easier. The whole thing is nobody learns when they're bored, right?
Right.
So you gotta the whole trick for me is to figure out a way to
make it fun.
to make a kid
Interesting.
Well, just to make a kid just get like, I'm sucked into it. And like the best thing I can ever hear at the end of a lesson is like, it's already over? Like,
That's yeah.
You
Right.
know what I mean?
I
Like
can't
that-
wait till next class.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what you gotta. And luckily, I had a lot of good teachers along the way that they just knew how to get to a person like me. Because I had a good ear, but I wasn't always great with following the dots.
Right.
And then like when it came to that, like I had a teacher, Mr. Carnell, Rich Carnell, and he would look at the page. It's like, oh, it's just blueberry strawberry pie. And like that just makes perfect sense, like to me. Like I got that. 'Cause
Right.
They said it. It wasn't just following dots on a page, but.
And I have no
See,
clue what the hell that means.
What little bit
No
I can
clue.
fool around with on a guitar or a piano, I strictly listening. I couldn't look at a paper.
That's the most important thing, though. I tell you.
Bro, that program made, like, so I started with tab, right? So, because I couldn't read the notes anymore. I started with tab, and I was like, When I had the audio visual, like it was a game, like it just blew a whole nother part of my mind open that was easy. And I started digging around with the drums a little bit, and I was like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? But I realized when you hit that hump when you're learning, when you're done with the pain of your muscles stretching your fingers on the guitar, when you get past that, keep going. Because if you stop right there, you got to fucking relearn that muscle memory again. I was like, damn, I had to do it twice. I was like, I got past that pain of
You
curls
felt the
stuff.
pain, and then you were like, oh, I got to stop for a little bit.
And I should have just kept going because it was numbing my hands too, so I could start hitting those notes. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Well, there is a fine line. Like there are times where like things just hurt, and it's like after a while, like the acoustic guitar especially kills me.
Really?
Everybody
Well,
says learn on the acoustic.
If I'm playing for 3 hours, yeah.
Jamming the hell out
Like
too.
2 hours at a show, if I got to play a gig and I'm doing acoustic for a couple of hours, my hands are yelling.
Yeah.
It hurts a lot. And so, I left the guitar a little a ways away, left it alone for a while. But I do find that, like, the learning experience, you get, like, there are clicks and plateaus, right? Where you feel like you just hit the wall, you're not getting any better.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, that's the point that you kind of just got to, like, trudge through it and keep going.
You do.
And then all of a sudden, it's like a year goes by and you're like, holy shit. Oh, yeah, no, I understand how this works a little bit more now.
Like, I'm
It's
hitting notes I didn't think I could hit.
There's so many times where I'm just like, what am I doing? I'm not getting this. This isn't getting any
Not
better.
happening.
It's like, I couldn't quit, though. I couldn't quit. So either way, it just had to happen.
No,
Yeah.
and that's why well, he doesn't know, but like through going through everything I've gone in the last 2 years,
Yeah.
like with therapy and stuff like that, I've been staring at that guitar going, I'm about to pick you up again.
Pick it up.
Just because I'm home, I'm doing all kinds of shit, and when I have those 3-4 hours at home now where I'm like, might as well just strap it on, start going, because music is therapy.
It's a great way to kill time. It's great therapeutically. I mean, I don't know many things that work physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally like music. You know what I mean?
Really good
Music and
impactful-
marijuana.
A really good impactful part of a movie gets me, and a really good song gets me.
So like when Richie Valens dies,
I actually went and saw the plays.
I cried.
With the
That was
family.
the first movie I cried at.
Bro, you know how many
What do you
hits
got?
they had? You know how many hits they had?
Oh, it's amazing.
Who?
The Jersey Boys, though, right?
Who?
So yeah, he had
Richie. Yeah,
Richie Valley. He
Oh,
had,
oh,
yeah,
oh.
the Jersey Boys.
He had Too Good to Be True,
Yeah.
right? Can't Take My Eyes Off You.
Richie
Can't
Valens?
take
think
my
so.
eyes
La
off of-
Bamba?
Yeah.
No. We're talking about two different people.
Yeah, we are.
You guys are talking about Jersey. He's talking about Jersey Boys. You're talking about La Bamba.
Yeah.
Richie Valens.
Yeah.
What's-
Okay, so we're stupid.
Hey, I could be retarded. What is?
I was
Richie
like,
Va-
I'm like the first
No,
movie I
it's,
cried at.
Frankie Valley.
there you go.
That's
that's right.
absolutely.
Screw that up.
Nope, absolutely who
Right?
you guys are talking about. Now I know
Yep.
what you mean. Because I'm like, Jersey Boys.
Dude, they had so many good hits and got raked through the coals. Like, you got to go see that play. It was amazing.
Are you seeing it?
Yeah, I got dragged to it. I was like kicking and screaming by
Got
extended family.
dragged
I was
to
like, this
it?
is gonna suck. And I was the one when everybody went for a break. I'm like, well, you need anything? I'm like, no.
No,
Like,
no,
when are they
no.
gonna come
I don't
back
want to
on
miss
stage?
anything.
Like, this is really good. You know what I mean? They had a lot of hits.
Yeah, I mean it's one of those things. Like you don't expect to go to a play and to enjoy it
And
then
get
it's a
into
whole,
it.
And then it's a whole production. And you're like, oh shit, yeah.
Yeah.
These guys worked hard at this.
Yeah.
They actually put some time.
Yeah. mhm.
Is that how it goes?
Yeah. With my horrible voice.
It's not bad.
Anyways,
One bad.
so now that you're on the show, we appreciate you coming on here.
Yeah,
And
absolutely,
Before you
man.
leave, we want to make sure you plug anything you got going on as far as teaching, what you're doing, what you can help with teach, a website where people can follow you, and then we'd like to suck you into our dumb world.
Yeah, our therapy.
Yeah.
What's that? What was the last thing you said?
Our therapy.
Your therapy?
Yeah. It meets stupidity.
Yeah.
Okay.
Therapy
All
meets
You know.
stupidity.
Okay.
Do you have a road rage incident on the way in, or anything?
And, just a nice little anecdote. Well, like I said, this Friday I'm at Maggie's Lounge with the Mud Skippers. Saturday at JP Ryan's with my trio.
I might actually. That's like.
That's right down the street from you. Yeah.
Yeah, come by.
Yeah.
Come by, man.
I live right near the Hanover baseball field. It's like straight.
Yeah. But no, man, life's been good, man. You know, it's like my 20s were a train wreck.
Yeah.
You know.
Whose was
They
it?
weren't bad.
Right, exactly. But
See,
you know.
So you've met Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I met Mr.
Oh yeah,
Trag
his cousin.
here.
His cousin, yeah.
So he's met Jimbo came to a show with us a couple of weeks ago. It was back in
crazy. Bat.
That's his.
Shit.
That's his impression
Crazy.
of Jimmy.
And the cousins from the north are a little batshit crazy too. I see your texts coming in every day.
Something about you, Hawcos.
Yeah.
It's in the blood.
Yeah,
We can't
I
help
know.
it.
That's probably why we get along.
It's true. It's true. So
You get two of these motherfuckers together. It's like,
two Hawkos
yeah,
together.
Oh, it's like you got to watch where that
Dude,
seesaw's
all
gonna
right,
go.
so the Ups and Downs is now closed. Upstairs, downstairs. The
we
pony
talked
room.
about this earlier today.
This is closed now, right?
Oh, yesterday.
If you showed up to the door of the Ups and Downs and there was more than one Hawko in your group, they wouldn't let you in.
Rowdy.
I can believe that.
Yeah.
I can believe that.
They would not allow you.
That's a smart move.
Yeah, or that you'd get there and they'd be like, already one of you's in here.
Yeah.
All right,
we
I
met
guess
the
I'm
quota.
going up the street.
The
You got
quota is
the no
filled.
Hawkos rule.
Dude.
You're allowed one.
The ups and
You're
downs.
allowed to have one upstairs and one downstairs, and that was it.
Dude, nothing good ever happened going to that place.
No.
Ever. Not one time did I go there and go, that was a productive night. That was
Some-
really productive.
A buddy of mine, reached around and tapped me. I spun around like, what the fuck? It was big dude. He's like, what? I'm like, you just hit me? And he's like, nah, man. I'm like, all right, I kind of hope not. I'm just going to keep going now. And then my buddy was like, Hawko, it was me. I'm like, you asshole.
When did they shut that place down?
Not soon enough.
That was like 10 years ago, probably, right?
Yeah.
It was.
probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, we're old.
Yeah.
We're old.
I know. That was the hook and jab, bro.
That was
You
the
went
hook
there,
and stab.
You're hooking and jabbing and running from the cops.
And
Like,
getting
I'm
stabbed,
surprised
like-
that place was open as long as it was.
And it was such a hell spot. Like,
Hell, yes.
bars amuse me.
It was an open.
Because
It was an
you
open.
have to drive to the fucking place.
It was an
true.
open market to do or
Most
sell.
people.
Most people, yeah.
This is
like-
pre-Uber, right?
yeah, absolutely.
Right.
That's a good call.
Right.
Especially its situation where it
It's
was.
like- 'cause
it's
like-
like right on the off ramp.
Before, yeah, no, right. But before Uber, like
You could evade police in any direction.
people weren't calling taxis like
No.
they call Uber now.
No.
You know.
I remember taxis that were horror shows. Like you had to pull the thing down and put your money in it and let it go, and then
Shady taxis.
yeah,
shady
you were
cabbies,
just as likely to get shot by a cabbie and or
So I
beat
asked-
by a cabbie.
I asked him. I think it was last week or the week before.
What?
Because when we were younger, me and my boy Curtis, we used to just. I mean, you want to talk about taxi ditching? Like we had it down. Like there was a part in my neighborhood where like we would cut through the woods. You couldn't even get to the other street unless you drove around. Or couldn't drive through the woods. Like we've gotten chased a few times. You ever been chased by a taxi driver?
Well, so you just skipped out on paying them, just like run the fuck out.
So many
It's
times.
almost like chew and screw.
So many
Chew and
times.
screw.
Yeah, it was
But
bad.
The drive and
Drive and ditch.
Drive and ditch. That's it.
Hey, that and if you ate at Friendly's, ain't nobody paying that tab.
Why?
I don't know. It was just close to the house. It was
It's
easy-
reasons like that
Hey,
they're gone.
when you're
or
17,
going.
sometimes you're a scumbag and you don't do the
Most
right
of
shit.
the time.
It's most of the
Yeah,
time. It's
right?
more of an opportunistic thing when you're a teenager. Like
I could get away with
you're
it.
like,
so I
oh,
might
this
as well.
is gonna make me awesome for the next 3 years while we're still in high school, and then we'll look back on it and be like, wow, I was a dick.
Yeah, like that woman serving my meal could have used the $17 tip. I'm such an asshole.
Right?
I
Like-
had a friend that his move was to go into a Dunkin' Donuts, order a ton of food, and then just as he was about to pay for it, he would pretend to get a phone call and act like, oh, I'm sorry, can you make one more sausage, egg, and cheese? And when they turn their back around, he just booked
grab it and
Yeah.
go.
Such a dick move.
That's
It's
awesome.
kind of brilliant.
That is awesome. It's
kinda
I
brilliant.
like that one.
I mean, we all did
He
it.
was like, I'm not gonna let the fact that I got no money stop me from eating.
survival.
Right? Hey, it's either me or you.
That was good.
Yeah.
So you want to hop right into some hot topics?
We could do that. Yeah, why not?
You got a hot topic?
You ever
I like
been to a
talking.
massage parlor?
No.
I thought you said you were from Quincy.
No.
Oh, Jesus.
It kills me. This whole situation kills me.
Well,
What situation?
dude, first off.
I love that you said that.
What? No.
What situation?
What situation?
Mr.
Robert Kraft.
Who's that?
Exactly.
Oh, that situation.
I just, like,
Tailgate.
so if he was in Nevada, got a massage, and got a tug, it'd be okay. But he wasn't in Nevada. You know what? Why are we so mad at prostitutes? It's their body.
didn't you say we were going to talk about this yesterday? Go ahead.
I didn't say nothing. Oh, what?
Jesus.
About the...
For me, it's like,
I just think they should unionize.
well, where's the shock here? That
You
like
only
a
need
guy,
50% of the fucking team.
where's the shock that a really rich guy went
Yeah.
and did that? Like,
There's probably, in that area alone, in that one massage shop, 900 other old rich men that moved to frickin' Florida to die. And
if it's a sex trafficking case, they need to focus on that.
that stuff, absolutely.
Yeah,
I also
right.
don't like how they said, there's bigger names. It's like, well, then what the fuck are you releasing the low one for?
Well, that's
Get
just
the
it.
big one out there.
They're-
no, but they're acting like he's responsible for the sex trafficking, and I don't know nothing.
And
about,
that's-
I don't know nothing about nothing, so I might be telling tales out of school here, but that if that were true, then that's a whole different level of fuck.
Right, if he has some type of involvement in the actual...
But if he's just a patron, then I mean, he's like it's like a drug addict, They
Yeah.
they're gonna go out there and buy their drugs. Like you're gonna call every drug addict. I mean, yeah, we're contributing to the problem.
Right.
Right. But is it the same as trafficking? I don't know.
So, I mean, they're saying that the girls were being held there, though.
That's fucked
Is there
up.
any... And, like, that stuff, obviously, I do not agree with.
Of course.
But...
And that should be investigated and looked into.
And dealt with properly.
But to act like Kraft is the kingpin, I feel like
Yeah,
that's
like-
missing
Yeah,
missing
no.
I
the
mean,
story.
That's why when we were
run a
listening to-
football team,
when we
own
were-
a football franchise, yeah.
When we were listening to the other day in the truck,
Run a sex ring, no.
and you turned it up, that's what they were talking about. They were talking about how, in an older case from that gentleman, remember he had the, what did he call the flight? He used to have the prostitutes on the flight all the time. And
Lolita Express.
Lolita Express, and he was tied to the Clintons and all this and all that. And now the
He's in-
lawyer that's
he's-
representing Kraft was tied into that. And it's like, man, that's a bad look.
So, I mean, I can see that it being that they would say, oh, that's a bad look, but if he helped that guy get off of the same shit, then why wouldn't you want that guy?
I will tell you what I was impressed with. The meme game on the United States of America within 30 seconds to start posting memes about different types of rings and different situations.
Oh, God.
I was like, wow. Some people just
Immediately.
sit at the keyboard waiting to just make that.
Like,
Wait
as soon
for
as
the
it
next scandal,
happened.
yeah.
As soon as it happened, it was like, you ever try rubbing one out with 6 rings on? Like,
These are my 6 rings, the ones that go in your butthole.
yeah. Madness, dude. What is wrong with these people?
Oh, I mean, some people are bored, dude.
Well, I mean, people want to be entertained, and it seems like everybody's...
you not
seems
entertained?
like everybody's entertained by scandal nowadays,
That's it.
right?
That's
and it's
it.
like, what's the next thing to go viral? What's the next thing to distract
Running
us?
Man.
I mean, you got a bunch of things.
We're
this
just
week.
short of it, man. Like, the madness that we let provide entertainment or filler and fodder for the masses, we might as well just let death row inmates fucking kill each other on TV.
I could be okay with that.
Hey, there was a movie made about it. I rented it.
I did just say it, right?
Yeah.
I heard you.
Okay. There's a few of them, though. There's Death Race,
This is the one with Steve Austin.
Running Man.
Yeah.
That one wasn't that bad. That one was kind of crazy.
I just told you it was awesome.
Which
Is that the one you were talking about?
Yeah.
Hunted.
There's 20
They're,
inmates.
they're all inmates. There's like one chick
They
or
all
two
have
chicks.
a thing in their head. If they don't comply,
If they try to run or escape the little island that they're stuck on, they. But it wasn't that bad. Like,
man, it was pretty good.
yeah, he's not the best actor in the world, but
You had that Vinny guy who was a pro soccer player that was also in Lock, Stock, and
Bullet Tooth Tony.
yeah, yep.
Bullet Tooth Tony.
Bullet
I thought it
Tooth Tony
Vinny
was
something.
in this movie?
Yes, he was.
The soccer player. I thought it was Vinny something. I thought that was
His real name
Why
is
do-
Vinny.
Why do
Yeah.
they call him Bullet Tooth Tony?
because it's the movie, right?
Do you remember the story as to why, though?
No.
Something about he got shot.
He
right?
got shot,
in the teeth.
and
He bit it.
then he had
Stopped
it in his
it?
mouth.
I forget.
I don't remember.
been a while.
This is the first show that I haven't had the comments going.
I
And
know.
I feel naked.
You feel naked? That's okay.
I do.
know what
Well,
I
I don't know if people, and I don't want
When I
to.
watched you guys' show on YouTube, though, it didn't seem like there was 1 million people here, like in the last time.
Oh,
is this
so
like
This is the usual thing.
this is the usual thing?
Yep.
Yeah. It's just, this isn't usual. This little soiree going on.
Yeah, I mean, this place is kind of bumping right now.
No, they do great with the quizzes there. But the best part is, so we usually get all the answers, but we don't
Yeah.
play.
Rob's as you know, a space cadet. So we'll be talking, and I'll be talking to who looking
And
at
we'll
me,
be going,
he'll
and I'll just be
this.
like,
Buh, buh, buh.
something, Truman Show.
You're playing the game rather than running your own show?
I do both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. One side of the brain does the show, one side of the brain does the quiz.
Ah.
So, got a bunch of stuff I wanted to discuss this week, Rob. A lot of stuff from when we were. I forget what conversation we started. Things you remember when you were kids.
Things I remember when I was a kid.
Yeah, in the 80s.
The Bob father?
Well,
I remember.
do you remember Book It?
Book it.
Yeah,
What was Book It?
that was the badge you got,
Oh my God.
right?
I remember that, but I don't remember.
You're gonna remember
getting
a
one.
lot of these other ones too. So you used to get a fucking badge when you read enough books as a kid. You don't remember that?
No.
Do you remember recess?
I remember recess.
You remember getting in fights in recess?
Yep.
couple of times.
Where you would just have to go talk to the principal and like they wouldn't even call your parents?
I remember a couple of those. Like they usually didn't get parents involved.
Right?
Right.
I told you. One of the schools I went to, if the teachers came upon a fight and found you guys, no, they're equal.
I'm
They
gonna let it
locked
go.
you in the bathroom in the fucking basement.
Yep.
They just assumed that without a crowd that you guys wouldn't. And most of the time, that is what happened.
A lot of times, yeah.
Yeah, there was no crowd.
I
And,
remember
all right.
being terrified when I was like in the 3rd grade. Some kid was like, "I'm gonna jump you. I'm gonna get 3 of my friends to jump you. We're gonna come attack you and this and that." And then, so like I was terrified. I remember like talking to a couple of my friends to get my back like during recess. We were in like 3rd grade.
You got my back, bro? We're 7.
Yeah, right. And then this kid came at me with one kid who was shorter than me, and he was like, "You fight him, I'll fight these 3." So the big kid that had a problem with me, he fought my 3 friends, and me and the other
How
kid.
fucking big was he?
Me and the other kid, he was just big he was a fat kid when, we were in 3rd grade.
He had some weight.
And, yeah, but he was also taller too. But then me and the other kid, we didn't have a problem with each other, so nothing ended up happening. And the other 4 just fought each other viciously for a little bit, and that was it.
Nice.
Squeezed out of that one, nothing happened.
I remember getting a fat bloody nose at school. Like, my parents weren't even called. Like, oh, you... And now looking back at it, it's like, you probably had a freaking concussion.
It was crazy. Like, I can remember times that fights had happened at school. Nobody would be called. It would be broken up. I sat in so-and-so's office for the rest of the day, and nobody called nobody's mom. And I'd get
Mrs.
home, and Wendy would be
Klein's.
like, "Did you get into a fight today?" I'd be like, "No." I can hear it in your voice, Bob. What? Nuh-uh. Do I have to call the school? All right, Mom. I got into a fight today. School never called her. She fucking called that shit. It is really dim.
Yeah, I think the last fight I remember being in at school was like I was thinking of like middle school, and we threw punches at each other, hit each other in the face a couple of times. One of the teachers sent us to the office. The guy gave us a talking to and sent us back to class.
Nice.
That was
Yeah.
like it.
And like we were talking, that goes a long way. We should probably go back to that a little bit.
There's something about especially with kids. You gotta let out that aggression sometimes.
Robin fights went hand to hand. I don't know what you're talking about.
Ton of other stuff to get in the 80s.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna bounce.
Dig
back
in.
and
Bounce around,
yeah,
man.
Bounce.
I'm gonna be a sped today.
Move it all around. Move it all around. Bounce.
So there was a story online. I looked at it. Man dies in flaming porta potty.
Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Is that blue
Wait,
toxic water flammable?
I don't think it is because they put it like it's just like the cubes they put in your home toilet, right? It's the same chemical, I would assume.
I would assume so. There's just
Yeah.
a lot of
So
it.
have you ever been taking a flaming? So I mean, we call them. People are gonna hate this. I apologize. The Mexican spaceship at work is what we call it.
See, now that's wrong.
There's so many. I like how at the beginning of a workday, there's a story with a marker,
I told you.
and then you get to like the end of the work week, and you're like, how did we go from geopolitical to
Dude.
humor to death and
I would
murder?
go. I would
then
go with
someone
job
wants,
site porta potties for the the 5 minute, 10 minute shits or whatever, and I would have a fucking mural, just because I'm an electrician. I've got Sharpies, and I've got multiple colors.
Oh yeah.
You'd go in after me and be like,
Then you're trying to figure out the
Neverland.
handwriting. You're like, when is this guy taking a shit? Is it usually at a coffee break? Because I came in here at a coffee break and I didn't see it that time, and then it was here at lunch.
we had somebody get locked in. Lumpy, remember Rob
That sounds
Rob
terrifying.
Gustafson?
Yeah.
He's we were
Why'd
on
you call
a
him
job.
Lumpy?
That's his nickname.
Oh, I didn't know that.
We were on a job at Weymouth Avalon
Oh.
over behind the CVS.
Yep.
And we would go in. I'd go in, take some rips,
What
fucking
was the
get
name of
stoned.
that old sports bar that was there?
I
Something in play. I forget what it was. Anyways, go ahead.
know what you're talking about
Yeah.
though. But so I'd go in, take a few hits, come back out, hand the pipe off to Lump, and he'd go in and take a few hits. So I'm off. I've handed it off. I'm off back, running wire, putting an outlet in. And then I look out the window towards where the porta john is, and I see a fucking 4x4 leaned and wedged up against the door, and the GC's fucking storming back and forth. You're not gonna fucking answer me? I know you're in there. You're not coming out? You're not leaving then. You're smoking pot in there. Like freaking out. But, obviously he had to, yes, I'm in here. Yes, it's me. Yes, I'm one of the sprinkler fitters. Yes, I'm going home. I felt so bad for him because I just left the fucking porta potty.
Did you get somebody fired, bro?
No, he was in there smoking too. He just,
He
his timing wasn't good.
No, you gotta.
Somebody probably walked by, smelt me smoking in there, ran and told the GC, and by the time he got to the porta john, Rob was in there.
And do you know what I can't stand when those jobs run for too long, and the porta john's supposed to be emptied every week, and it's like week 3, and you're
Dude, this. Well, people don't realize this is supposed to be one john per 10 people.
that's state law, people.
Per
every 10 workers.
people.
So, when
So
you have
if
a building
you're
of
in a
100,
job, yeah.
and you only have 3 porta
If you're on a
johns,
job site with 350 guys running around,
dropping squat after sausages like a cheese
watch
like
out.
coffee.
If you see a 5-gallon bucket with a trash bag in it, it may not be trash. Just saying. Sometimes you can't wait.
Disgusting. And then the chomp and puke truck shows up all the time, and you're like, I don't know why I got something off
See,
that.
I don't got any good porta potty stories.
That's all right.
I think the only one I do know is that a friend of mine, he was telling me that on a job site, I think this is just a hilarious move. A friend of mine, he was on a job site, and the guy who was in there, he didn't lock the door. But someone was like, I thought someone went in there, and they knocked on it, and the guy inside goes, come in.
Oh my God.
The last place you would want to get.
Just messing with
Just
him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come
Hi,
in.
Anessa.
Even joking about an act like that in a porta john just makes you
Oh, it's wrong.
up. Yeah, it's disgusting.
So, wait, we were talking about a flaming porta potty?
Yeah, so
Guy
you,
who
ever,
died?
you ever had a fucking hot ass shit you had to let go? Well, this guy had a hot ass shit so hot it ignited him.
No way.
This was not fodder. I looked at it. It's on like 5 different websites.
So,
And
so
you know what?
his noxious gases were flammable.
It was outside of MT&T Stadium. Ravens fan, which goes into
Naturally.
our meme with the idiot from Weymouth.
I don't even know if that kid's from Weymouth, but
Yeah,
it was
can't be.
funny.
It was funny, but it
Did
was
you see it?
definitely.
No.
I see some random ass kid posted, and I don't know who the kid is either, but it was like some white kid, and he's given like a fucking symbol, and he's got a Christian cross and the Star of David, and he's
5
got
other
like
pieces of gold.
Yeah, and he's got a Ravens jersey
And then
on.
gang signs
Yeah,
and
he's
a
just
greasy haircut. And someone said,
white something.
white people from Weymouth.
Like the new thing nowadays is it says nobody, because it's saying nobody has to say or do anything, and this is what you do.
Yeah.
So it says nobody, and then nothing, and then it says white kids from Weymouth, and then it's
It was a dumb meme.
Okay.
They could have put a little bit more effort into
to
it.
explain it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
Do you remember Speak and Spell?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks, E.T.
Right? That's right when ET came out.
Yep.
Nope. Do you remember these types of jungle gyms that cause like severe hemorrhaging in the brain when you smash your head off of steel?
That broke a few kids' arms. That broke
Absolutely.
A few legs. Yeah. Kid get
Did-
caught like ah.
But that's
You burn your hand on a hot
this
day.
is
It's
the
so hot.
stuff.
you're
Oh
like,
yeah. I know, I remember
this
that
is the
stuff.
stuff, and the like the shiny slides. Get better soon. Why? Am I sick?
The shiny slides.
Where you get stuck because it's so hot. It
On a
burns.
summer day.
You melted your ass on the way down.
Yeah, I was just
God.
cooking kids.
Or if you had like Umbros on, melted.
Your soccer shorts. Yeah. This is so. They would just rid up your ass. Oregon Trail. Remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Dude, I
You
used-
have died from dysentery.
That's what
That
it
always
says.
happened to me.
That's it literally.
Everybody died from
Everybody.
dysentery.
You got bit by a venomous.
Yeah.
Everybody dies from
Oregon's
dysentery.
nemesis. Dysentery.
Chalk the wagon.
Yeah. The only thing that was not having enough computer time to complete the game, which no one ever did, was dying of dysentery before your
was-
time was up.
But that was the shit back then.
That
Well,
and
you-
Gertrude's Secrets. What do you know
San
about
Diego.
that?
Carmen
I
San
don't know
that.
Diego.
I don't
Carmen,
know.
yeah, but so this is. Pretty sure she just belted out somewhere in the world.
It's all good. Where in the world?
Um,
Carmen San Diego.
Where is she?
Hit it a cappella.
Let's get this shit going, bro. What else?
Oh, thank you.
Seats when you were a kid in school.
Melt the umbrella. Yeah, yes, Keith.
No armrests. Whatever.
Yeah.
That didn't
Yeah.
Remember
well,
stacking those things up at the end of a fucking auditorium meeting or whatever the hell they made us do?
They never fit quite right.
Never.
No.
Never. And
You get one stack of 3, one stack of 6, one stack of
you'd
12.
get that fourth one on, and then you'll notice that you're only actually supposed to stack them 4 high. They weren't supposed to go beyond that, and that's why they started getting retarded. I didn't learn that till I was like 20.
Well,
yeah,
there's a
they
learning
started
curve, yeah.
leaning.
Yeah, like
Curve, yeah.
Library cards. Remember when you had a library card? So in order,
you still.
they
Oh,
they
you
go
mean like the
digital.
index book?
Yeah,
like the
so
index card.
You'd have your card, and like every book you rented, they'd have to stamp it, and then it would go in the book. You'd take it with the book, go back in. If you lost it, you'd have to get a second one.
Hey now,
There was usually a $1.25 fee if it was late. I don't know
MJ
if you remember that.
Stanzel.
I always remember paying the $1.25 fee.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
I was like, Mom,
Late fees all the time.
I had this book for 6 months.
Blockbuster.
Did you read it? No.
Right. Just late fees.
Blockbuster, you didn't rewind.
Yeah.
Oh
You
man.
get the rewind fee.
I'd be like, you see that machine right there? Just put it in, hit the rewind button, because that's all that machine
It'll
does.
be done in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Dude.
If that. You guys get the speedy one, motherfuckers.
Oh, they did have the speedy one. I remember.
Floppy
was-
disks?
the
Oh,
the,
yeah.
They still had go
the
ahead.
best thing, this is just a flashback because we were talking about rewinding. This was years ago. I was probably 18, 19, dating this girl, and we were watching a movie, and she's like, the DVD was over, and she's like, how do we rewind this? How do you rewind the DVD?
Oh, wow.
Oh, man, yeah, I ended it.
Bro?
Yeah, the Dewey Decimal System.
What's that? Here's your sign. That was your sign. That
My
was your sign. Yeah, you gotta go.
Oh, yeah. Like I told you, if I can't conversate,
The Dewey Decimal System? That's going back in the Wayback Machine.
Yeah. That's
it's a system still in use.
that's what that guy did.
It's just now in a
That
computer
was
now.
Dewey's work.
Yeah?
He was Dewey Decimal.
Could you imagine? Like,
What?
how bored was he?
He was probably thrilled to do it. He probably loved it. He's probably one of those guys, you know, like.
I don't remember this one. So he might.
I don't know.
We don't always discuss everything before we come on the show because we like to just discuss it while we're on here.
I prefer to be thrown to the wolves.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember these?
What be
Disclosing
they?
tablets?
What?
You
Is
would
that from
forget
the dentist?
These were candy every time you'd be shocked by the nasty taste left in your mouth.
At the
yeah,
dentist.
No, rather than being candy, they would disclose some plaque that might be in your mouth. Yeah, so
Yeah.
those are the. I vaguely remember those.
I remember them.
Pink, like
Yeah.
they'd give them you on the way
Yeah.
out after any dental work.
Yep.
No.
I recall them.
They
It was
taste like
most
shit.
you didn't mostly get those from the dentist as much as you would when you were younger and went to the nurse. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
when they did like a quick little once over here, the nurse, she was the one that always gave you those.
Right. The dentist could give a shit.
The dentist can actually do your teeth. Yeah. Like,
They still have these, but it's a different form. The book order forms. Remember, like going to school and you wanted like 5 books. Your parents would have to pay
UHS.
$7.25.
Vaguely.
They still have these. Kids get excited about it.
How about, so I got my first scary stories book from one of these,
Like the scary stories that they're previewing now.
How about the fucking movie that's coming out?
Yeah, I
are you
watched the
pointing
preview.
at?
I was
Freaking
because
me
in my
out.
brain. It's over here somewhere to the right. The preview that I watched. It's over here.
Which-
Did you see the preview? It looks
Yeah.
insane.
What movie are you talking about?
So when we were younger,
Do you not
scary
remember?
stories.
I know you're a little younger than us, but
Yeah.
you don't remember Scary Stories? Little book, usually paperback, white covering with a black
Was it,
outline.
like black and whitish.
Yes.
Yeah.
The whole everything to it's
Yeah.
black and white.
Man,
There's
I haven't-
one story in it where they leave like the ring on the table or something, or the finger on the table to find out who killed the person, and whoever the killer, if the killer touches the finger, it's stuck to them. And that's like one of the stories. Obviously, there's more build up to
Yeah,
it,
right,
but
right.
and then there's the girl with the spiders that live in her face. Like,
Bro, I hate
yeah,
spiders.
there's madness there.
Not a spiders person.
Fucking hate them.
You still get those book order forms? We haven't got them at my house.
Yeah, spiders. I don't know, man. Spiders never bothered me.
I get mad like
I don't know. They just
at
like
the house they freak
creepy
out
little
and kill them.
sneaky bastards.
But
Like,
you
if
know what?
if you find a spider in your house, do you kill it?
No, I made
No.
my wife kill it. I'm a Marine. I'm
He's a
fucking
Marine.
man enough to say that. I'll get in a street fight, a night fight, out in the middle of the street, go toe to toe, fucking spider.
I don't know.
It's a foot race. I'm
when
good.
When I was a kid, I don't know. I think someone said like, "Kids, bad luck to kill a spider." And
Yeah.
I think it's stuck with me ever since.
And that's
because they eat the other bugs.
So are you afraid to kill
scary
spiders?
stories
I'm
to
not
tell
afraid
in
to
the
kill a
dark.
spider.
That's
Bad-
right.
Bad juju.
Yeah,
I
but
leave them.
But I won't. I usually won't.
They
Unless
kill
it's
the
like-
flying, irritating things. I leave them.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
What'd you say?
Let 'em
that-
live.
I leave them. I let them live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if I wake up and one's on me, you're dying. Don't
Yeah,
get me
that's
wrong.
true.
All right,
That's
I was
true.
gonna say
Like-
you're not getting the fucking peace award this
But-
year, all right?
You're
So
in a-
simmer down, bro.
No,
Wait.
If one's in the bathroom too, that's,
Hold on.
They're all done.
It's always in the
They're all
bathroom.
done.
You're like,
Mikey, what do you mean 3 volumes? Are you saying that we are all coming in at different volumes, or are you just crazy?
yeah, he's probably just crazy.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know this Mikey character. Maybe he is crazy.
You actually have met
Ah.
Mikey
Oh, do I?
Stanzel.
I don't think they make these anymore. Apparently.
Apparently.
Wooden spoon?
Oh, the Hoodsy thing, right?
Yeah.
No, yeah, it was.
What do you mean? They don't come with a wooden spoon
I
anymore?
don't know. I mean, they wouldn't be talking about it.
That was
They
probably a
probably
really
wouldn't.
cost-effective spoon, you know? Just like.
Remember this motherfucker?
Yeah.
I
Pencil
remember
sharpener,
that
I love
stationary
that
to the wall.
smell. Mounds and mounds of graphite inside of it.
Right? Even if you were gonna fail on a test, you'd get up and
You
just.
strike me as the kind of guy that spent a little too much time at the pencil sharpener in class.
Hey, that's if he was in class. He was usually with me in romper room.
Okay. Right?
It's true. It's
Just
true.
wearing it down
We-
to a nub.
Hey, we had bigger things. We had bigger fish to fry. We had
Water
the,
in the house.
troubled kids room where we had to steal the mouse because the
I'm
teacher.
not going into it again. Can't do it.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, 3 volumes, like 3 books. Oh, I got you, Mikey.
Yeah, no.
I
no,
should have took that
no.
into consideration.
Oh,
We were
one of
talking
my
about
favorites.
books.
We talked about this months ago. Garbage Pail Kid cards.
Yeah, I think this was before my time. I don't remember these.
Do you remember the movie with
No.
Wendy Winston?
No, I have no recollection of that.
All right.
I
Garbage
don't
Pail
remember
Kids.
the movie.
You don't remember the movie?
Nope. And I had Pail Kids.
Well,
I gotta go watch it.
you need to watch it.
How old is it? Like 20 years ago?
Beyond?
Think so?
I have a feeling like that Garbage Pail movie didn't age well.
Wes Augusta School still has the original pencil
If they
sharpeners
redid it
on the
today,
wall.
it probably would do better.
Do you think so? You think it didn't age well? I want to watch it now.
I don't know,
It's
like,
probably
you ever-
grotesquely, like, not racist, but, like, because it's all dwarfs that play the...
It'd probably be hilarious to watch it now.
I'm gonna
but-
go back and watch it.
But what,
Sounds like I got to do
Oh,
tonight.
No,
you
you.
ever go back to something you loved when you were in your youth?
Like Johnny Dangerously. I loved that when I was little, and then I
Yep.
watched it when I was a grown up, and there was so much shit I missed.
Yeah.
I'm like, I thought this was funny when I didn't know what was going on.
Now that you
now
pay-
it's awesome.
You pick up the small
You
idiosyncrasy.
fucking
yeah.
asshole.
Yeah. I love Johnny Dangerously. I love Ma Kelly. I think
Oh
she's-
my
I think
God.
Ma Kelly is the best character
Oh.
in any movie.
By far.
Yeah.
R. Kelly.
Not R. Kelly.
Yeah, no. You see him in the news this week? Right back at it.
Requested to be put in a
Oh
different
my
city.
fucking god! You want to talk about a dumb son of a bitch? Are you shitting me? He's back in jail. Like, dude, don't rape children, okay? Like, what the fuck is your problem?
See, I had and I really don't even want to get into that whole topic, but I had this discussion the other day. So a lot, and it was with a T driver. A lot of these women girls at the time, they even stated it before everything happened. Like, it was meant to, like, they went along with everything because they were supposed to get radio deals. Okay, so in my head it kills me, and I don't agree with it. It shouldn't have happened regardless. But had they gotten those radio deals, we would have never known it happened. But they didn't get those radio deals.
That was kind of Crosby's move too.
He'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'll get you.
I'll get you on my show.
So
you'll do this."
That's what kills me about it is because you got screwed over, you were like, "Fuck yeah, I'm telling on them." But if they didn't screw them over and they gave them those radio spots,
I know what you're saying.
Do you know what I mean?
I know what you're saying.
I am not okaying
it's
what's
wrong.
happening.
It's wrong either way. It's
Yeah.
wrong either way. But you're saying had he followed, it's like
Had he followed through, and I'm not saying go fucking get peed on so you can get on a radio show.
Hold on, what's that, Dave Chappelle? I'm a piss on
You don't, yeah.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
You don't know.
You know what his
you
problem
don't
is,
need
too?
any doo-doo, but just, you know.
Let me get some boop boop.
Oh,
Let
they
me
give you
get
the
some
beep
beep.
And where Chappelle's like, I'm gonna give you some beep,
I don't
beep.
want to give him any more of my time.
Yeah, no,
But you know what? My last
he's
thing
in
on this.
jail, then he's where he belongs.
You know what doesn't make sense is after all that stuff came out with the documentary a month ago, then he throws a concert and his underage girls are. I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. You're an idiot. You deserve to be in jail. Have a nice day.
I liked the little footage I seen the other day of Ja Rule. Like,
he's gonna throw a concert again that doesn't exist.
No, that's fire. That's.
Oh yeah.
Did you
Everybody's
watch
intense
that?
And I watched it.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Way to go.
He threw like a halftime show at something, and everybody was like, "Yeah, whatever."
And he was like, "Let me get a shout out."
He's like, "Probably
Nothing. And it was like,
whatever, dude. You blew it.
Yeah.
Go back to your island."
it was crickets. Yeah, I think he I want to say he was getting sued by them. Because
By the fire.
island, because there was so much damage. Yeah, they're like, you just left trash everywhere.
Oh yeah. That was definitely one hell of a fiasco.
Didn't he go to prison? And
So,
just
yeah, I
crawl
don't
out?
really know what that whole thing's about. I haven't seen it. I know it's like
So
it
it's-
was like a party that it was like
It was a festival. He's gonna throw a festival.
Yeah,
And
he's
the
an
planning was
entrepreneur,
horrible.
and it was supposed to be in promotion of FIRE, FYRE, and FIRE was to kind of give you that link out. Like, if you wanted to get Ja Rule, or per se, to come and perform at your birthday party,
Who doesn't want
right?
Ja Rule?
Like, so you download this app,
Okay.
and that would kind of, you'd be able to align bookings and make things happen that way, you know, without madness. Well, they used this party to kind of launch it, and it
Didn't
just fell
really work
apart,
out.
dude. Like, completely.
I heard the only thing I heard about it was like this lady who was supposed to do the catering for it, like she had prepared like 300,000 meals or whatever, and then they stiffed her on they did what you did to cabbies.
Yeah.
Just ran out.
You know what? I was fucking wrong to do that in the first place with the cabbies. Okay.
Right. Did any of them ever catch you?
We had one that chased us. We had one that I've told this story on there before.
Not to us, so go ahead.
Myself and Curtis were together, and we actually, the cab got we were hopping down like a hill where it was the streets were running parallel, and we got to this one spot where there was like a highway barrier, and he was literally from me to the lights right there, and Curtis was like, bing, he just stuck his arm out and just stayed still. He was like, stay still, and I'm like, this guy's gonna get out and kick our ass. And we just sat there for like a minute, and he backed up, and he went to another street. I'm like, how the fuck did he not see us? How did he not see us? There's no way he didn't see us. He's like, I don't give a shit. We had to run to his house. We had hypothermia in our hands, and we stupidly we put it in warm water.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, no, stupid. So
Beautiful.
we were like, and we should have got our ass kicked because we stiffed him for like good $45.
I remember. The only thing I can remember like that is like throwing snowballs at cars, and
Oh.
you always got one or two guys that come out. And
They would
chase
stop, you know?
Yeah.
Well-
And that's the guy that you should worry about because he's
Yeah.
had a shit day. He's pissed off in the
He's
world.
gonna
Right?
hurt you. He will fight. He will fight a 13-year-old.
Whew, you just made his day. He's like, I'm so pissed off
But
right now. I'm going to get your ass.
Truthfully, as scared as we were, he made our day too.
Oh,
That was
absolutely.
the whole point was like,
Like
The
you're
thrill of
throwing
the chase.
Like, think about that now. Like, if you're driving down the street and all of a sudden your car gets lit up, like, and you've already had a shit day.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
chasing him.
yeah, oh yeah. Like, I'm getting out.
'Cause you
I'm
know
making
what
a few ice balls real quick. Like,
It's something
I'm coming
as
at
subtle
ya.
as like, I just got fucked in an oil change, and I was already pissed off.
Right,
You
like-
just made my day. You just gave me a purpose today.
My wife just hung up on me. It's fucking go time.
Yeah, if I get to go home, why'd you get arrested today? I beat the shit out of a 16-year-old. Why? You started it too, honey.
It's your fault.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, God, dude. So, a few other things before we get to some other stuff.
Go ahead.
Bob Ross, I'm watching him.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Joy of Painting. His
I
little
grew up
tree
with
here.
Bob Ross.
He's on Netflix.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
All of
I've
it.
watched some of the old reruns, and
It's
yeah,
great.
Man, that show is amazing.
There,
I used to think it was boring as hell when I was
It
a kid,
was
but now
boring.
I watch it and go, I should watch this.
You know what? It's soothing. It's
it's
like-
soothing. I can
Yeah.
remember when it would come on. I left it on.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I would watch that. That's why, like, when we're setting up, I know things like the McNeil News Hour. I shouldn't know that fucking show, but I know it because I was watching things like that.
What were some of the names of the colors? They always had like very cobalt blue.
Cobalt blue. He always.
I never watched that show.
You never watched it?
No.
The colors always stood out to me because they always had funny names.
I was watching Fraggle Rock or something.
Yeah, but
Down a Fraggle Rock.
you know, my
Which
favorite
that, by
part.
the way, is on Netflix as well.
My favorite part about Fraggle
The
Rock
dozers
now.
eating the salt sticks.
No, not even, dude.
Dog?
Fuck ass. Fuck ass is the old guy.
That's his name?
No, man. So, the old guy from Boondock Saints.
Oh, okay.
Fuck
Gotta
ass.
explain.
Yeah, okay,
Like,
yeah. Right.
So, well, anybody that's, I'm like, fuck ass.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So yeah, the old guy that,
Yeah.
you know,
Why don't you make like a tree?
and get the fuck out of here. Yeah, him.
There you go.
He is the old timer from the Fraggle Rock.
He's the one that takes care
He's
of the dog.
old guy with
Yeah.
the dog. Yeah.
Oh, come on. Yep.
That's crazy.
So yeah, that blew my mind when I learned that.
Do you remember Super Squeezes?
It looks like stuff from Pop Warner.
Wait, how about
Yeah.
this one? How about this one? You know the guy that played the Kiergan in Highlander? He's in Shawshank Redemption. He's the bad guard.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
He's the voice of Mr. Krabs in SpongeBob.
What?
I swear to God. Yeah, I know.
Isn't that crazy? Like,
Yeah.
now you have to go back and watch the episodes and go, oh, yeah.
It's
Well, once you learn like what actor is doing a voice for a show or something and you didn't know it before, every time thereafter, you're only going to hear that person's voice.
It's true.
Doing a voice.
Yeah. You know what's a great documentary on Netflix is like Who's That Voice? And it's all about guys
It's
that
in
do-
my list. Is
Yeah,
it's worth it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about these guys that do all that, the voiceover work for animation and stuff like that. And just like, you know, the dude who was king shit was
Mel?
Looney Tunes. Yeah, Mel
Mel.
Blanc. And they're talking about like how difficult it is. Like at one point he's doing Bugs Bunny doing an impression of Daffy Duck, and then
Oh
the
my
other way
God.
around. And it's like
That's a mind fuck.
Yeah, right. So
But how talented can you be? Like, that's incredible.
you know, it's a great story about Mel Blanc. Is he was in a car accident and he was in a coma, and they were like,
I think
you
I know
the
this.
story?
Yeah.
So he was in a coma, and they were trying to get him out of it, and the doctors were talking to Mel, and they were talking to Mel, and his son said, look, he spent more time as Bugs Bunny. Talk to Bugs Bunny, and maybe you'll get a response. So they said, Bugs Bunny, can you hear me? And he woke up out of the coma and said, what's up, Doc?
What?
Yeah.
That is a
That's
valid
crazy.
story.
Yeah.
That's cool as shit.
That is
though.
awesome.
Yeah.
Right? You know, that little small part of your brain that probably triggers something that nobody else is paying attention to. Just think.
Well, we were talking earlier about like muscle memory with like instruments. I mean, you
Yep.
imagine the amount of time he spent in the studio just being Bugs Bunny.
Yeah. He
It's
probably
a-
went home forgetting about it, talking to random people in the supermarket. You know
It's
what I mean?
insane. And then the other funny thing I learned about him was that he didn't like carrots, but they made him chew on carrots.
So that it would sound.
They said nothing else sounds like a carrot.
That's true.
Like celery.
Also, they don't do shit for your eyes. Just throwing that out there.
shit.
They're not good for your eyesight. They don't do anything for your.
You know,
that used to
Rob,
be the big
in the
thing.
day and
Right,
age
right,
where
right,
we're trying to
right.
get kids to stop eating snacks, shut the fuck up.
You know what? Eat healthy. They're your kids. Make them eat.
All right, have them eat some fucking carrots. All right.
Yeah, you
Just
don't-
lie to
you don't
them.
have to lie to
Just
them.
for once. Just fucking.
tell them it's good for them.
Just that's all I'm saying.
No. Carrots are good for
Throw
you.
a vitamin in there while you're
You
at
just-
it.
I'm getting conflicting views from you two.
That's all right. Well, well, like we
Happens
were
every
talking
week.
about earlier, like people are like, Oh, I have a vitamin D deficiency. Like, go
Go in the
outside.
sun.
Try that.
Leave
Play
your
outside.
house.
Yeah.
What's that like?
It's like not being a vampire.
Outside.
Yeah.
Tell me more of this outside.
There's a world out there?
Sounds scary.
There's a movie on there. Do you know what that's from? SLC Punk.
No.
You never seen that
No,
movie?
you watch
Of course
weird,
I've seen
random,
that
stupid
movie.
shit.
I know you've seen that
I
movie.
can't tell. I can't think of what part you're talking about.
When they're at the Russian guy's house and he's got the laser disc and he's got the big disc in his hand and he's like, "There's a movie on there." It's great. You got to see it. SLC Punk.
I'm going to
people.
go watch 2 hours of footage just so I can correlate that conversation, my friend.
SLC Punk. I
Okay.
could just text it to you.
All right, cool.
You don't have to.
Okay, so we can get into some Darwin Awards this year.
Some what?
Darwin Awards. You
Go
know-
ahead.
You know what those are, right?
Carry on.
You know what those are, right?
Carry on.
You know what those are, right?
Carry on.
He doesn't know what those are.
I don't.
Stupid people that end up dying, doing dumb shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Darwin Awards.
I
Yeah.
get it now.
You know, 259 people worldwide have died while taking selfies this year.
I am shocked.
Oh
that
my.
I don't
number's-
do fucking selfies.
God,
I'm
really?
shocked that number's not higher.
It should be like in the thousands. There's way more stupid people than 259.
Is that like the guy who invented the Segway that went off the cliff taking a picture?
Did he really?
Because he was going backwards, yeah.
Was he?
Yeah, on a Segway.
Apparently not paying attention to anything.
You know, it's great to invent it, but, you know. The
you
guy
don't-
who invented the parachute died jumping.
Totally died.
I mean,
Yeah, super dead.
I can see that one. The Segway is a
But
little...
you got to have some goddamn faith in your work to go ahead and throw yourself off of something. Like,
What the hell was he doing throwing himself off of...
to prove that his parachute was going to work.
No, the dude with the Segway. Fuck that. I get the parachute guy.
Oh, the Segway was, I think he was just taking a
was an
picture.
accident.
Yeah, it was an
He
accident.
was like, "Hey, look at me! I'm on a Segway."
Idiot.
Check me out.
Yeah.
And then he did a Wile E. Coyote
It's
impression.
going to take
Yeah.
a while.
Oh, Wile E. Coyote. I wish that stuff, like,
It's still
I
on.
wish cartoons were still that good.
It's still on.
Yeah, you know, I think I was like one of the last generations to have
Yeah, it ended on you guys.
Bugs Bunny prime time. Bugs Bunny, I mean, he's kind of
Even Looney Tunes or Animaniacs. Animaniacs was phenomenal. There was so much craziness
I
to
watched
that.
Animaniacs on
I still
Netflix.
watch it.
Remember Mighty
know
Mouse,
the,
Tom
uh,
and Jerry? Used to watch that every weekend.
I used to know the Nations of the World song.
Oh my
United States,
God.
Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, the Republic of Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean, Greenland, El Salvador, too, Puerto Rico, Colombia, Venezuela, Honduras, Guyana, and still Guatemala, Bolivia, then Argentina, Ecuador, Chile, Brazil, Costa Rica, Belize, Nicaragua, Bermuda, Bahamas, Tobago, San Juan, Paraguay, Uruguay, Suriname, French Guiana, Barbados, and Guam. There's way more.
You gotta come on and do that again. Oh,
That was
I love
awesome.
it. Oh, that was great. Couple biking the world to prove humans are kind. Killed by ISIS militants. Shocker.
What? That happened a little while back, though, right?
Idiots. Yeah.
That's like that one girl that left.
2017, yeah.
Yeah. That's like the girl that left to go over and join ISIS, and 3 husbands later and a kid, and now she wants to come back.
I don't want to laugh at that. That's just horrible. You should have
Alright.
known going over there.
Hey,
Like, you didn't see the videos of them throwing homosexuals off a building. You know what I mean? Like
at least
stuff
they
like
didn't
that.
cure him with electroshock.
You gotta let them know about the story.
Oh, Dr. Robert G. Heath, the doctor that created the marijuana kills your brain cells, is the same doctor that said he cured homosexuality through electroshock therapy.
So if you got a vice that you don't want anymore, we'll just shock the shit out of you. You'll forget all about it.
I
Does
get
that work?
No.
You know, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure that there are applications that electroshock works. The right
Very
amount.
mild,
I
probably.
mean, have you ever had
extreme.
them do like the magnetic thing on your head?
No, but
And
I've heard about that. I've heard about
They
that.
put it up over here and they're like speak and you're like blah, blah, blah,
Yeah,
blah,
they
blah,
can-
and then
they
they
can-
pull it away and you're like, what the fuck was
They
that
can,
all
they can
about?
make your like thumb twitch if they find the right
They
spot.
find the right spot, and it's
Yeah, get that magnet away from my fucking head.
well, that's just cool. Like everybody doesn't realize it that we are just
Not-
electric
actually,
beings.
I think I heard about like the treatment to fight depression that they basically do like an electroshock
Yep.
thing, but it's
it's
not like,
minute. It's not like
yeah, it's like it's like back in the day, like
yeah, you're not
they
getting
tried way too much voltage.
Yeah.
or whatever.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh yeah, you don't need that much.
Yeah, I'm
Just a little
good.
bit,
this killed the elephant, but
but it'll be good for you.
yeah,
We're just gonna
this
tweak-
is gonna take the homo right out of you.
Yeah, we're just gonna tweak this a little bit. It's so fucking horrible. Teen shot in face is part of social media challenge. This is right up there with Tide Pods and all this other dumb
what?
shit.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Want me to read it?
What is the matter with people?
A 17-year-old in Texas shot a 16-year-old in the face, all because the social media fueled No Lackin' challenge is what it was
No
called.
what?
No Lackin'.
Wait, why are these? What? Where the hell are these challenges coming
Like,
from?
I thought we did dumb stuff when we ran out of class to go smoke a joint. Now
Yeah,
people
but-
are running out of class. They're not doing laundry, but they're throwing Tide Pods in their mouth. And they're snorting condoms this year. I mean, this is the year. 2018 was the year.
So,
Snorting condoms and Tide Pods.
What gets me, like, all right, so the whole condom
Like,
thing,
how
like,
dumb you got to be?
when we were little, like, the worst thing you seen with something like that was somebody use a chain. But
Oh.
but spaghetti? Fuck, I'll do that. Like, it's a piece of spaghetti, not a condom. You nasty fucks.
You got to step your game up, bro.
Why? I'm
Because-
not gonna snort a condom.
Kids nowadays, I mean, they got a leg up on
Good.
it. I'm trying
They
to,
can keep
trying
that
to be
leg.
that lawyer, bro. That's all I'm saying.
You can advocate all you want. This litigator ain't letting it happen.
I hear you. I never stuck a condom up my nose. In my
Up
mouth.
your-
Matter
he
of
was
fact, in
gonna
my
say
facial
butt.
region. He was like,
I have. Yeah, try it once. YOLO. Come on,
Yo-
man.
that went by the
I-
wayside.
How do you feel about YOLO?
How do I feel? I'm doing it wrong. I'm not YOLOing good. Yeah.
Oh.
No, what they don't tell you about like YOLO, it's like, you know, you only live once, but it's like if you take that to heart and do every crazy thing that you can, then you ain't
It's-
gonna live long.
No.
Or you start aging rapidly.
I mean, I appreciate YOLO in its term, but I think it's fucking carpe diem for speds.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's the same thing.
I'm not saying you're a sped.
I
Don't.
kind of. Maybe a little
No,
bit.
I'd just say it.
Okay.
You know that.
I'm
would.
kind of insulted.
We
It's
all
okay.
are. Yeah, we all make mistakes.
My words have broken his arm.
No, you know, but yeah, I mean, whatever. You know, it's just the whole term YOLO bothers me than the actual
That's-
like, yeah, go do things,
Yeah.
go be productive, go seize the day, yeah.
Fucking world star.
YOLO. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hundreds tattoo Domino's logo on their body for a Pizza for Life promo.
Wait, what?
Yeah. So,
That had to be the tattoo?
yeah.
Or could it just be a Domino's?
Yeah. A Russian branch
Oh.
Russia. of Domino's Pizza Company sorely underestimated their consumers when they released a free Pizza for Life promotion on August 31st. The offer promised 100 free pizzas yearly for 100 years to anyone who got the company's logo tattooed in their body.
That's kind of ballsy thinking they're going to be open for the next 100 years.
Bro.
We've all seen Demolition Man. Taco Bell wins this fucking fast food wars.
True. How good is Demolition Man?
I love that movie.
Wesley Snipes, and it was a great movie. Yeah, they got the foam in the car when the car gets in an accident. Like, and I'm like, where's that? Where's the foam?
I was really looking forward to the foam.
Right?
The future. The
Yeah.
foam of the future.
That's what
Foam
I'm saying.
of
Self-driving
the future.
cars, which are kind of already here. 300 people in 5 days got tattoos.
300 people in 5 days.
Within 5
Domino's.
days. Yeah.
Did you have to go to a
feel like-
specific...
I don't know. There's some cool ones, though, as you can see.
Okay, so that's what I was getting at, was could you do like whatever as long as it had the Domino's logo?
Yeah.
Because I tell you what, if I was going to do something like
Like
that,
this guy had the Domino's logo, but different.
see, I would go all out and get the Noid.
Right? Does anybody
At
remember
least-
that fictional
At
character?
least that. Well, if you look closely in some of their commercials, he's in there.
He should have always
He's
been
in there. Do you remember the Noid?
Noise.
The red
The little
head-
crazy. He
he's
looks
got
like
the
a
two
Domino's
dots.
fucking.
Yeah, he's got the 2 dots on his
logo,
thing.
like the Domino, but
Bunny
he's got
ears.
like ears and. You got your phone on you? Look him up. Domino's Noid.
Yep.
will.
He's actually the only real cool character.
I feel like my buddy that ripped off Dunkin' Donuts would get that tattoo just for the free food, you know.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna stop the fact I got no money. It's not even eating, you know. Right?
Mikey, what are you talking about? Mother Bird. Anybody know about this?
I had no clue.
He says it's going on in the UK right now. Look it up real quick. No, Mike. Call in and talk about
why
it
don't
or
you?
something.
502-501-3477. Call in. Because, I mean, we really want to talk about... I'm not even going to mention that next story. Oh, my God, that's horrible. No.
You know, it's funny though. It's like you could say things about the kids today and all that, but like some of them they feel the same way. Like I had a student of mine. He's like, "Yeah, my generation's messed up. We're
Well, yeah,
eating
like-
Tide Pods and stuff like that." I'm like, "Yeah, but you don't eat Tide Pods." He's like, "No, I drink Drano." This kid is 15. It was a joke, but it was just
His
perfect.
timing was-
Oh, Killer.
See,
Killer.
yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go out and say they're all because, just like within our generation, there was a bunch of speds there too.
No, yeah, not all of them made it.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're just padding everything now, so they're going to survive.
Too many survive.
Well, I mean, the black market drug prices, I mean, they're a little bit too expensive, so you got to get some Tide Pods where you can get them, or some Drano,
Drano.
That
extra
would not be a
strength.
good
Why
day.
would you push the clean shit out of your toilet down your throat?
It was a joke, but
No.
Like, still,
Yeah, you
that'd be
shake.
a bad day.
You think?
That'd be a bad.
You're in the
day.
hospital going,
You'd be wishing for death, I think.
pretty much, just like this guy did when he decided that a jazz night at an aquarium ended with a naked man swimming in the swimming with the sharks. Yeah.
Wow.
In aquarium's jazz night took a turn that no one saw coming. That a man removed his clothes, dove into a tank, and began to do the backstroke while more than a dozen sharks circled below.
Wow.
Several guests were in attendance. Blah blah blah.
If I had to swim with sharks, though, I feel like I'd rather swim with aquarium sharks than like wild sharks.
Then out at like a tiger fucking
right.
shark reef.
Yeah, like if I can see like floor, like that.
Right.
I feel like
if I know that I can reach up and pull myself out, yeah, let's jump.
like
They didn't bite him.
I would love to go swimming in the giant tank at the aquarium.
Why?
I know what we're doing
What do you
after
mean,
this.
why?
Because from the top down, there's all kinds of shit in there that could kill you.
So
So I wouldn't want to go because I wouldn't
Yeah,
want
no, I wouldn't do it.
you have what is it called? Thesophobia?
No, my wife does.
Is that what it's called? Is it
Yeah,
thesophobia?
fear of fishes, yeah.
Well, it's fear of what's underneath.
Yeah, and I didn't know that she had it
What's
until...
it called?
I think it's thesophobia.
Thesophobia. Okay.
Yeah, so
I
we went into
believe
a...
so,
we
but it's
watched,
like-
You can't make this up. We watched Finding Nemo,
Yeah.
and, years ago, and she's like, I want to go get a clownfish. I'm like, cool, whatever, Monday task on a Saturday. Not a big deal. We go in there, we walk, and there's, you walk it in the fish store, and there's tanks everywhere, and she's right beside me, and then I realize that she's not right beside me, and I turn around, and she's choking. She's like, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? She's like, I hate fish. I go, why the fuck are we here? You wanted to come get the fish. And then we get
Really?
outside. Oh, yeah. And then she comes. She's like, I have a fear of like fish. I'm like, you told me to come here and get a clownfish. Why are we here? I don't know. I'm like, okay.
So there are no fish or spiders in your house.
No, I even, one Halloween, I was like, I'm going to get a fish costume. That was a huge fight.
Mistake?
That was a huge fight. You're not getting it. I'm like, okay, all right, I get it. So she's got a fear of fish.
So show up to the house with the bag of fish for her?
Bro, please, one of these times, I need somebody to do
Just
it.
a goldfish.
Just-
I'll show up with a beta.
Nope. Like she'll, she starts getting asphyxiated. It's kind of crazy.
That's nuts.
Yeah, whatever.
Everybody's afraid of something.
Yeah. Anybody watch the Oscars? Or
No.
as I like to sit here and say, the propaganda bullshit that everybody tries to shove down our throat. When the Oscars has a show.
I can't watch any of that stuff.
Me neither anymore, because it's just like,
I actually never could. I don't think I ever could. I don't think I ever really cared.
there's probably a couple times I probably
I probably
gazed.
did, too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just find myself getting a little bit more disgusted with
I
people trying to...
file all that stuff under who cares. But if for some reason, like when the Oscars aren't going on, and I see a movie's an Oscar winner, I'm like, well, maybe I should watch this. So I know what you're saying. It's like someone told me it's supposed to be good, so I should watch it.
Yeah.
Right? Kind of thing. But
No, I'm just getting tired of that stuff. You know what I mean?
I don't care about the Emmys. I don't care about the Grammys.
I don't really care about anybody that's rich as shit telling me what to do anymore. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, I mean, what was it? DiCaprio the other day, it was like, he's talking about climate change. I'm like, climate change? You fucking thinking about that when you have your 100-foot yacht that you're gassing up? Shut the fuck up. Don't tell me what to do.
So, are you saying we should get boats?
Boats and hoes, bro.
I think that's what he's talking
Like one water world? Like,
It's a fucking
is that
Catalina
what
wine
Leo,
mixer.
Is that what Leo was saying?
Maybe.
What was he saying about climate change?
Oh, he's a honk. He's a honk for climate change.
Well,
But then again,
do you believe it's happening?
here we go, Rob.
I'm asking. You sound like one of those naysayers.
Oh no, I think you see the polar ice cap melting.
Well,
right?
That's what I was going to say.
My point is, don't be a honk for climate change if you're actually contributing to the problem with the fucking climate, right? You got a huge yacht. You're getting flown all over the world all the time. That's fuel like.
Put your money where your mouth is.
Exactly. If you're gonna be that guy that's living in a fucking tent,
right?
Living that life. Like, don't be that guy sitting on a perch. Tell me what the hell I gotta do.
Well, that seems like that's most people, right? Yeah. They want to be on a perch telling other people how to live instead of figuring out what's wrong with their own lives, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's the truth, because it's easier to look at someone else and be like, geez, you need to fix yourself.
Yeah. Once you start trying to give yourself advice, shit just goes sour.
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's a biased opinion,
Absolutely.
Like.
Absolutely.
And it takes a lot to go, okay, I'll step back. You know what I mean? It does.
It's hard, man. It's hard taking your own advice, but...
It's always, and you always know what you should do.
Of course.
Yeah, because if your brain goes, well, if you start second-guessing yourself, rookie, that's the second you know you shouldn't be doing it. You shouldn't be doing something or advocating for something, whatever. So he can kiss my ass.
I think he's a good actor.
I don't ever. Oh, bro, I love some of his movies, but I'm just tired of Hollywood elitists telling us what to do.
I hear you. I'm sick. I don't like anybody telling. It doesn't have to be Hollywood,
Right?
It's like, I mean, here's the thing. For me, it seems like that nowadays there's a lot of talking past people. Like, doesn't matter where you are, right, left, or whatever.
Or
like,
talking at.
Yeah, talking at, not talking with,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that's just hugely problematic, right? Because I don't know about you, but if you come at me like that, my first thought is, fuck you.
Yeah.
Right?
Immediate.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't matter. We can agree. We can agree 100%. But the second that you come at me, it's like...
Hot out the gate.
Like, this is how you should be. I'm going to scold you, talk to you like you're a child. Fuck you.
That's when it's fucking
I'm already
sour.
done listening. I'm already done listening to you.
Mm-hmm.
And it just seems like nowadays, like, the art of persuasion has been totally lost. At least it doesn't exist.
Somebody wrote that damn book, and everybody was like, "Oh, Art of Persuasion, it's a book."
Well, whatever it is. I'm just saying.
Should have led with that.
I'm just saying nobody knows how to talk to people anymore, or at least not online.
No, like a civil
not
human
on
being.
social media.
Yeah.
Not on social media.
Not
we
at
can talk
all.
to each other like this, face to face.
Right.
And that's probably what's missing is the face to face
That
contact.
human
because-
contact.
Well, no, people. Words mean nothing. Almost nothing. A lot of it is body language and tone of voice. That's most.
Absolutely.
That's most of what you're communicating.
Oh, yeah.
And so, like, whatever words I'm saying are just bullshit. I'm just making it up as I go. But the way that I'm carrying myself, my tone of my voice, that's what matters. That's what's missing off of looking at text. And it's so easy to look at a text and be like,
misinterpret it.
I do it all the time.
oh my God.
I
yeah,
do
no,
it all the
I'm
time.
not above it. I'm talking like I am.
Oh
but-
yeah, but
I succumb
you
to the same
recognize
thing.
it, though.
But exactly right. So like I give myself a break with the social media. Like I don't really spend a lot of time on Facebook. I rarely use Twitter. I still do. I'm not gonna be one of these people like, all right guys, I'm hanging it up.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm killing all social media.
you always see those
I'm
people.
done with you because I'm above all of you right
Yeah.
now.
always
I'm
see
deleting
those
my
people
Facebook,
posting it. Yeah,
and they
like,
never
I'm done
delete
with
it.
You're
Facebook,
like,
and then
I'll
they're-
see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, exactly.
said that
and then
shit
back
today.
posting. So I decided not. We don't care. We
Yeah.
don't care. We knew you were full of shit.
I didn't care then. I don't care now.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, and we all have to use it too. So like, I find myself now when you get down that rabbit hole a little bit. I'm getting so much better at it. Where now I'm like,
Oh, what? Like
just I don't need to
Deciding
respond.
to
Silence is key.
Well,
Silence is
you know what?
golden.
I've
If you're not
noticed-
if you're not going to get anything out of me, you have nothing to
speaks
discuss.
So much more than people think.
It's,
yeah, it
no,
does.
but it's unbelievable. Like I just find myself mindlessly scrolling through nothing, not actually looking at anything, and just scrolling and scrolling. I'm like, I'm not actually reading any of this stuff.
Well, at some
What
point you
am I
go, what the
doing?
hell am I doing?
So I just, you know what I started doing was I started logging off. Like on my phone, I just
Logged off.
log off.
Right.
And then,
So it's just an app.
And then if I find myself going into muscle memory, just like log, and then I hit it, and it's like you have to log in. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't want this. I don't want to
Nice.
do this.
I don't want to
at all.
remember my password.
Yeah, no,
Nice.
so I'm
I'm
just-
this is the beginning of us losing bone mass. We've seen Wall-E. This is what's going to happen.
What?
Have you not seen Wall-E? You've got kids.
In a long time.
All right. all the humans were shipped away from Earth. The robots were cleaning up Earth, but all the humans were fat blobs of humans with less bone mass because they didn't have to move. They just floated around on those chairs.
And it's moments like this where I realize I don't smoke as much as Rob. the whale in the woods?
Yeah.
The Amazon?
Yeah, and I told you.
He got me good this
Guide.
week. So I don't know if you saw, there was a whale that was found 50 yards from the water line in the Amazon. But,
Yeah, I did see a
But
picture
the
of that.
river flows, so you know that it could have gotten there. But him and I were talking about Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And he's talking about the whale scene. I don't know if you remember it. He
saw
had to
that
show it to me
movie,
for me to
but I can't
remember.
So it's the scene where the two they've approached the planet, and they're like, yep, nope, we're closed. You gotta leave, and they launch 2 nuclear warheads at them, and they hit the fucking improbability button, and it goes, everything goes out of whack for a minute, and when it comes back to, they have normality, but the 2 missiles that were just about to hit them have now turned into a pot of petunias and a sperm whale. So they go into this whole thing.
Oh my God, this is gonna be so great. The wind's passing my
sperm whale
face.
trying to.
I feel like I got hit with the Men in Black eraser memory thing because I have no recollection.
It's kind of
Really?
like that.
I've got no
No, he's
recollection of
saying
this.
he doesn't remember that scene.
Wow, maybe I was
Hi.
blackout.
No.
I don't know. No, I feel like I've seen that movie. I just can't remember that scene at all.
I couldn't remember either, but it's great.
The
because
whale's he's only come into being at that moment, and he's got a very few minutes to come to terms with things. So he's trying to name stuff as he's falling towards the earth, and he's like, "What's that big thing coming at me? Looks like it, like ow. Look like a big. I'm gonna give it a name like ow, or ground.
ground.
Looks like it's gonna hurt. I wonder if it's gonna be my friend." Boom! And just hits it and blows up. And then they go to the petunia, and they're like, oddly enough, the only thought that went through the petunia's mind was, "Oh no, not again." Love Douglas Adams, man. Love Douglas.
I gotta read. I didn't know.
I'm gonna have to rewatch
You gotta
this movie.
Dude,
rewatch the movie. Read Douglas Adams' Hitchhiker's Ultimate Guide, the Ultimate Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, along with 4 other books that all are the same. It ties it all together.
Which I didn't
At
know.
the end of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which is the first book, they then go to the diner at the end of the universe,
Okay.
and that's the next book. But at the end of the movie, I know this great. They're like, "I'm hungry. Oh, I know this great little place at the end of the universe." But they never gave us a part 2. Saddening.
The Momo challenge. Please explain who Momo is, my friend.
What's Momo?
Momo's a doll.
A doll?
Go ahead. No, get into it.
Momo is a doll that apparently is on the interwebs. So unfortunately, my children are, they watch the computer sometimes in the morning or the iPad and stuff like that, and they can manage any social device as quickly as we can. They're just
Probably
they're smart.
faster.
Probably
Yeah,
fast.
they're on kids videos and stuff like that. And what they're finding out is this Momo character. It's like a creepy little face or whatever. You could have your children could be watching a 12-minute video, and 3 minutes in, subliminal messages start to come in to hurt yourself or hurt others and stuff like that. They're starting to catch it in kids shows, like young kids shows, 5, 6, 7. And now it's this big thing. You got to pay attention to Momo, because if you let your kids watch stuff on the computer, they could be getting subliminal messages. And then this individual tells me today, he's like, "I'm friends with Momo."
Momo's my friend on Facebook.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Ryan had stumbled across it a while back. When I seen the post about it, I was like, that's crazy. I seen that 3 years ago or 2 years ago. And it was some kind of craziness, and it was very creepy, very scary looking. And it ended up being a project that somebody made, and that's what it actually is. But yeah, somebody's doing some creepy shit with
Do you
it.
think that actually works?
Subliminal messages?
There's a few kids that have killed themselves already. Yeah,
I don't know that anybody's actually killed themselves. I think that's propaganda.
I looked. There's 3 kids.
Yeah, but did it say my son or my daughter? It actually led to
It gives specific information.
Like listening to Judas Priest? Do it.
right?
Make you kill
Gigi
yourself.
Allen. Remember him?
Yeah, I remember him.
Cut myself. I'm gonna kill myself at the show. Didn't he end up doing that? Did he end up doing that?
My mind is the machine gun, my words are the bullets, and my target is the audience. Yeah, he's good.
Did he
GG.
kill himself on stage like he said he was gonna?
He was supposed to on an October 31st.
I know there was this crazy band in like Sweden that one of the dudes, the lead singer, killed themselves, and the rest of the band, they got necklaces made out of his skull.
His skull. I believe it was his skull, yeah.
That's hardcore.
Julie Calabro.
Jesus Christ.
It's madness.
That's right up there with that whip they found in that like Minnesota home made out of bone. You see that? Remember we talked
That's
about?
cool.
Did you see it? It had like the half of it, bottom half of it was like bloodstained. Abandoned house. Somebody just made a whip
Find
out
some
of
crazy shit.
spine, 2 human spines.
Yeah, it probably looked like, what was his name? Come on, who had the whips in Thundercats?
Thundercats. Ho! I don't know.
No recollection?
No.
Try to think, but nothing
Panthero.
happens.
Yeah. So, we're going to wrap up here. Why don't you push what you got going on as well as far as teaching, where people can reach you, how they can get in touch with you.
I don't want people to reach me. I'm fine with being unreachable.
Reach around?
Yeah, the reach around's much better.
Okay, well, you can give info for that.
Yeah. No, I'm on Facebook. I guess that's fine. You can check out the Greg Tregellis Trio, Funk Station, Mud Skippers. They don't have a website. They're old guys. They don't do
Yeah.
anything. Yeah, they don't do anything.
They're word of mouth.
And then as far as with teaching, yeah, I mean if you're out there and you want to, if you're interested in learning piano, voice, guitar, whatever, you can feel free to reach out to me, and I'm happy to accommodate. That's what I do. That's what I like to do the most. I don't need to do the gigs. I found that out about myself. Like, people are like, oh, it must be fun playing, and it is. But like, you gotta imagine, being out in Marshfield at the jetty till like 1 a.m, packing up your stuff, leaving
Thank you,
around
Scott.
2, and then coming home, and then waking up to work in the morning. It's like, yeah, okay,
Gets old.
It gets old after a while, So it's like, I'm not complaining. Better than what I used to do, but teaching, for whatever reason,
Something about expanding a mind.
well, you know what it is? You get a secondhand experience of learning for the first time, right?
Okay.
And it's kind of interesting to just see a kid go from, I don't know what the hell is going on, to, now I get it.
Right.
That's a huge, rush for me. I'm really into it. It doesn't got to be a kid, Like the guy that I taught today, he's a retired lawyer. He's got to be in his 70s. So,
And what is he learning? Is
Piano.
Piano?
It's,
Right on.
I mean, it's slow going.
Yeah.
He's not like a kid that just absorbs everything, but he's sticking at
It's
it.
still,
He's
yeah.
doing it. He's
I
been
found
with
that
it
with
for
some of the
about-
martial arts, I've had students over the years, and when they finally have that aha moment, I got just as much out of that as you did. You know what I mean? It was really cool to see what I was trying to translate into your brain. You went, oh, I get it. It was like the AOL stream just going, me,
Well, 'cause
bink.
Connecting.
You think you know something, but you don't really know how well you know it until you have to explain it to another
somebody
person.
else.
Yeah, it's a
right.
whole different level.
And so it's like every time that I have to go through the same stuff over and over, it's like that's just getting another layer in the onion deeper, right? And that's what it is, man. It's like I feel like every day I'm better at what I do.
And you might have said this when you've taught students as well. I say this all the time. What are we going to do today? Go back to the basics. Master the basics. Keep hammering the fucking basics.
Yeah, I mean, there is something about fundamentals. I mean, even Michael Jordan was talking about. It's like, yeah, what do you work on? Yeah, shooting, dribbling, that kind of stuff. Same things. I mean, it all boils down to chords and scales. In martial arts, I'm sure it all boils down to whatever whatever the fundamentals are. But you gotta understand that stuff. I mean, it's they're fundamental.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got anything, brother?
It's a really weird word.
Fundamentals?
Fundamental. No?
Maybe.
I think any English word is weird. If you
There's a
say
lot
it,
of
if
weird
you
ones.
say it enough,
Yeah.
blush.
Littering and?
Fundamental.
Fundamental.
Littering and?
Limit. Speed limit. Lime it.
You got anything this week, bro?
Throw it.
Like rhinoceros.
Rhinos? That's not how you say it.
I know, right?
Rhino.
Don't let them trick you. Yeah, don't.
Yeah, rhinoceros. I fuck people up with that all the time. You say rhinoceros, and they try to say rhinoceros, and they just.
Thermometer. It should be a thermometer.
I always call it thermometer.
It should be a thermometer.
I always do.
Thermometer. How'd that happen?
Thermometer. It's a thermometer.
Yeah,
Just like you park in a garage.
it meters heat. Garage?
Yeah. Garage.
Garage?
You like dogs?
Dogs. You like dogs?
I can't believe you remembered most. You knew the rest of that song, didn't you?
I did.
Fucking madness.
I think
Should have
I
kept.
did.
You should have kept going.
You definitely did. It was.
You want to keep going before we
was-
sign off here? You want to go?
Norway and
'Cause I
Sweden,
don't think-
Iceland and Finland. It's Germany. Oh, wait. I might have to start from the beginning.
Go ahead.
Might have to start from the beginning.
That's up to you. I won't force you.
I might forget it already now. It's United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic Dominican, Cuba, Caribbean, Greenland, El Salvador, 2, Puerto Rico, Colombia, Venezuela, Honduras, Guyana, and still Guatemala, Bolivia, then Argentina, Ecuador, Chile, Brazil, Costa Rica, Belize, Nicaragua, Bermuda, Bahamas, Tobago, San Juan, Paraguay, Uruguay, Suriname, French Guiana, Barbados, and Guam, Norway and Sweden, Iceland and Finland, and Germany now in one piece, Switzerland, Austria, Czechoslovakia, Italy, Turkey and Greece, Poland, Romania, Scotland, Albania, Ireland, Russia, Oman, Bulgaria, Saudi Arabia, Hungary, Cyprus, Iraq, and Iran. Blank.
Damn!
Who's got it?
That was good. Yeah. That I wouldn't have gotten.
Fucking hell no.
I had the whole thing at one point for no good reason.
And it's every
For no good
country,
reason.
right?
No, there is a good reason.
Yeah.
You could probably get a free drink at every bar when
Yeah,
you sing that.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, that has worked. I was at a gig. I said I knew that song. They're like, "There's no way you know all the countries." And then I said, "Well, if I get it right, you buy me a drink."
Now, here's the thing. If you were to sit here and not sing it, but write them down, do you think you'd remember them?
Yeah, probably. No,
Yeah.
no.
Do you know what I
probably
mean?
not.
Like,
it's in there. It's just with bright
you'd have
lights
to
and
be
on the
singing
spot.
it in your head
I
to
got it.
write it.
Bright lights on the spot. Yeah.
Well, no, I
I'm
think-
sure
I
you
think
do fine with bright lights on the spot.
Yeah, it's a lot to remember, and it's like one of those things that unless I actually use it, then I'm running out of storage space up here. You know what I mean?
No
hey,
way.
Hey, you just gotta
Everything-
take some other shit that you don't use and plug
Well,
new stuff in.
that's what it is.
What does he
That's
say?
What it is.
Your cup is full. You must empty your cup.
That's what it is. Some files got to get deleted.
Yep.
And for other ones to get uploaded.
That's
And
why you need
it.
floppy disks.
You know?
The other one that I just for some reason I memorized the Indianapolis speech from Jaws.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yes.
It's just a weird.
I want to hear that.
I think I can definitely remember the first part. It's Japanese submarine slammed 2 torpedoes into our side, Chief. He was coming back from the island of Titi and Delaney. We were delivering the bomb, the Hiroshima bomb. Vessel went down in 11 minutes. 1,200 men went into the water. Didn't see the first shark for about a half an hour. A tiger shark, 13-footer. You know how you know that when you're looking in the water, Chief? You tell by looking from the dorsal to the tail. What we didn't know is that our bomb mission was so secret, no distress signal had been sent. We weren't even listed overdue for a week. That first light, them sharks come cruising, so we got ourselves in a tight groups. It was kind of like old battle squares, like you see in a calendar, the Battle of Waterloo. Anyway, the idea was the shark would come to the nearest man. That man, he'd start pounding and hollering and screaming. Sometimes the shark would go away. Sometimes that shark he wouldn't go away. Sometimes that shark he looks right into your eyes. You know the thing about a shark's eyes, Chief? He's got lifeless eyes, black eyes, like a doll's eyes. He doesn't even seem to be living till he bites you. And those black eyes roll over white, and the ocean turns red, and despite all your pounding and hollering, they come in and rip you to pieces.
Fuck yes. That was awesome. That just made my fucking whole week.
That was awesome.
Yeah, for no reason.
Oh.
No reason. I can't remember to pay my taxes on time. But I could totally remember that.
Fuck yes, dude.
Mr. Greg, you have been requested
What's
to
that?
come back again sometime.
Oh, yeah.
Be happy to.
Oh, bro. We got some shit in the works too. Like, you're a great guest. Love it.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys for having
No.
me.
What do you got
Thank you
pushing this
very
week, my
much for
man?
coming.
Anything?
Nothing.
No?
Nothing. Do you know why?
Why?
Elevators.
Elevators.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Other than that, it's been nice relaxed week.
Yeah. What do we got coming up next month, bro?
Ooh. Next month, let me think. Around like the 22nd
I think so.
through the 24th.
Mm-hmm.
NECAN
Yep.
2019.
NECAN 2019, baby.
Voting ended last Friday.
I know. I saw you posted that.
Did you get your votes in?
Yeah, I did. A couple of
Did
them.
you? I hope you all did.
Hope you did.
What's this that you're talking about?
NECAN 2019.
Yeah.
The Heinz Convention
Explain.
Center, New England Cannabis
Oh,
Convention.
what's that like?
What's
If you want to join us, we'll be there.
What day is that?
a
whole weekend.
It's a whole weekend.
Okay.
Friday through Sunday at the Heinz Convention Center. You can check. I'm not sure on times, but I'm sure it's going to be,
Which date? What date?
March 22nd through March 24th.
Okay. Interesting.
We'll be operating as NECAN TV during that time.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Sounds.
It's going to be a
sounds
good
like fun.
time.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great time.
Sounds like fun.
I look forward to it.
I do as well.
You can still go online and get your tickets. We'll include a link at some moment, I think. Yeah.
We're gonna buy.
Well, I know we did that last week.
We're
but
gonna buy a couple tickets as well, and have some callers call in and possibly give a few people some tickets.
Maybe we'll make you work for it.
Yeah, I mean, you got to know some knowledge. You know, we'll throw out a contest there, but
Yeah. I don't want
thank you for coming on, my man.
Hey, it was a pleasure to meet you, sir.
You as well.
This is fun, man.
Hey, come on again. We can't wait to have you again.
Yeah, Greg.
22nd and 24th, NECAN Conference, Hawco and Carnell show. We'll be there. And until next time,
Don't forget, caredogs volunteers at gmail.com if you guys are interested in Capone or any other possible animal.
That was the dog that was on before.
That was Capone.
if you're an animal
yeah.
lover and you didn't get that link, or if he said it incorrectly,
Yeah,
or you don't feel like backtracking 2 hours, hit us up. We can redirect you to where you can find that.
Or rewatch. That's okay. I ain't mad at you.
We always do. Love you all. See you next week.
Good night, everybody.
Thanks for watching.
Peace.